noise filled the giant basement and two bodies were kneeling down on the floor. Blood was dripping from their mouth and Vian yelped in pain when her husband held her hair roughly. "It just started, my dear wife. You have to pay for cheating on me." He pressed his shoe heel on Taehyung's hand and pressed it harshly, causing him to scream in pain. "Please leave him. I'm at fault." "Shut up, you." He tightened his fist on her hair that her scalp was now burning. "Leave her, you." He tried to free himself, but he couldn't due to uncountable beating and pain in his body. "She's my wife and you are the one who will leave her, even this world." Vian's heartbeat stopped when she saw him taking out the gun and aim towards Taehyung. "No!" she yelled, seeing the blood and her whole body filled with cold sweat. Taehyung, who was working in the laptop, immediately came towards her with concern. "Vian?" "Tae?" She hugged him tightly while crying and Taehyung massaged her back. "What happened, Vian?" "I saw a nightmare. You... And she again bursted into tears. "Don't panic. I'm all okay, Vian. Nothing happened to me." He consoled her until she calmed down and wiping her tears, Taehyung cupped her face. "See, I'm alright in front of you." "Taehyung, please run away from here. This nightmare can be turned into a truth. I know how devil Han-Jun is. If it's so easy, then I would have run away easily with you, but we have to do something that he won't come after us. I'm scared. I don't want him to know about us or let us separate." "Nothing is going to happen until I am with you." He kissed her forehead and she rested her head on his chest. She found her peace in him and had trust that he will free her from this hell. "Now be a good girl and sleep." "I want cuddles." "Okay." He ruffled her hair and joined her on the bed. Humming a beautiful song in his melodious voice, he kept massaging her scalp gently and she fell asleep. "We will leave this cage very soon." He kissed her forehead and without disturbing her sleep, he got back to continue his important work. Lim Vian was a wife of business tycoon Lim Han-Jun, but behind the limelight, he was a devil who was disguised in human body. For the world, Han-Jun and Vian was the most loving couple in reality, and Vian was nothing but his pleasure toy. Being a big name, no one listened to her nor her family, who belonged to a middle-class family, until Taehyung came in her life. When she accused Han-Jun, some of his fangirls attacked her badly. From that day, Han-Jun appointed Taehyung as her bodyguard to protect her, just to show the world how loving and caring husband he was, but his job was only to look eyes on Vian's all activities. Taehyung started to stay with her, which she hated the most, but by the time their distance seems to decrease, he has seen her vulnerable side and stayed beside her as a well-wisher. As the time passed, both of them realized their true feelings for each other and lost control over her emotions. She cheated on her husband, but never regretted because Taehyung was the man who made her feel alive once again. Maids were retired for their rooms, and now Taehyung and Vian were enjoying time in the kitchen. She tried to make Taehyung's favorite strawberry cake. "I'm not sure if it's turned out good," she pouted sadly, looking at the oven, but he kissed her pout. "Tae?" she glared. "Yes, my lady." He smiled playfully. "I won't give you my delicious cake." "I'll take it anyway." She took out the cake carefully and transferred it to the plate. "But I won't give you a slice of it." She took a full spoon of cake and melted in her mouth. Surprisingly, it turned out delicious. "Are you challenging me?" Taking another spoon, she enjoyed it, but the next moment she gasped. Taehyung pulled her to him in a swift second and attached his lips with her. Kissing her deeply, he tasted the flavor and both of them devoured each other, forgetting they are middle of the kitchen. "It's delicious." He wiped off cream from her lips and licked his finger. "Thank you." She rested her head on his chest and he wrapped his arm around her as both of them found peace and warmth with each other. "I can't wait when we live a peaceful life without any fear." Trust me, that day is coming soon. She nodded with a smile, but it faded when she saw Han-Jun's car coming inside the mansion. He's back. Don't worry. Like always, I won't let him do anything, he assured before leaving the kitchen, and Wine gulped down the water. Han-Jun entered the kitchen with his sinister smile. Does my baby made cake for her loving husband? He took a bite and raised his brows as a surprise. You have a magic in your hands, my doll. How about you show me your talent in our bedroom? He pulled her tightly in his arms, and Wine tried to free herself from his grasp. Didn't I told you to never push me away? Did you forget your punishment already? She recalled how he filled her body with bruises and beat her with the belt non-stop. That was exactly the day when Taehyung saw his cruel side for the first time and decided to destroy Han-Jun badly. I'm sorry. That's good, my doll. She stumbled, seeing him closing the distance. But before he could touch her lips, Han-Jun's phone buzzed and it ruined his mood. Jae, his most trusted man, was calling him, and without delay, he answered the call just to get a big shocking news. I'm coming. Pushing Wine, he rushed outside and Taehyung came back immediately. Wine immediately hugged him to calm herself. Shh, it's okay, I'm with you. He smirked, getting succeed in his plan, and stroked her back. Thank God he left. He won't coming back soon. How do you know? He was looking tense, so... Oh, I'll take a bath. I hate his touch. Okay. She walked away and Taehyung called someone to get the update. He was slowly destroying Han-Jun under his nose, and with his sharp mind he was taking him away from Wine. For past months, he wanted to protect his woman at any cost. Wine and Taehyung were laying on the bed, his arms wrapped around her, his fingers making pattern on her bare arms, and both of them were indulged in a heartfelt conversation. I want a house at a peaceful area with a small garden. I love gardens. And your presence in my life. I will never leave your side, Wine. I trust you. Decreasing the distance, they shared a lovable kiss, unaware someone came inside the bedroom secretly and now looking at them with a smile. A devilish smile. What a lovely couple. Both of them startled while Wine's body was trembling, seeing him sitting on the couch. I didn't know my wife was a... Mind your language. He surrounded his arms around Wine's shoulder protectively, and she hid herself behind Taehyung with teary eyes. Nothing will happen. Just stay calm. I love the confidence, Agent 03. Taehyung and Wine were shocked, but for different reason, and Han-Jun just smiled. You really played well with me, but guess what? I won at the end. She shivered by the thought of separation as her mind was full of negative thoughts, but Taehyung pressed her hand in assurance. Confidence is good, Han-Jun, but overconfidence. This is for you, my little boy, because now I'll kill you right here, right now, then make your little life. His words curt when Jay came inside the bedroom with panic. Boss, we need to go away from here. What happened? He immediately opened the news channel, and Han-Jun was the breaking news of the country. His illegal work, trafficking, and scandalous news were displayed on the screen. How is the surprise, Lim? He smirked. I'll kill you. He took out his gun to kill Taehyung, but Jay immediately held him tightly. You need to hide right now before police find you. We can teach him a lesson later. He brought Han-Jun with him to hide him from the world. But it was too late, as police were already around his mansion to arrest him. Finally, Taehyung's mission completed, so his aim to save Wine from him. Court gave a death sentence to Han-Jun for illegal work, human trafficking, charges, and domestic violence. Different evidence, videos, people confession, including Wine's, was the reason he was easily behind the bars. With the death of cruel Han-Jun, so many people got their justice who suffered, including Wine, and healing with time. Now Wine worked in an architect company and became independent. I'm so curious, Dave. Please tell me, where are you taking me? Just wait a minute, love. He finally unfolded the black fold from her eyes, and Wyan saw a most beautiful apartment with a trashed garden as she wanted. Our home, Tae. Her eyes moistened and she hugged him tightly as the man of her heart proved her that right person can change your life fully in the best way. Wyan, now I don't want to see tears in your eyes. I want just peace and happiness in your life. Scooting away, he wiped her tears gently and she passed him a big smile. I love you, Tae. I love you so much. I know, and your Tae loves you the most. He kissed her forehead while taking out something from his pocket, then held her both hands. Wyan frowned, feeling something metallic, and turned his hand. A shy smile was dancing on her lips, seeing the wedding ring. Will you marry me, Wyan? Of course, yes. He gently slid the ring inside her hard finger and kissed it. After all the pain, suffering, and hurdles, they are finally together with each other.